On today's topic we will be discussing the health effects of the keto diet. What you may hear in today's discussion may shock you and you may not want to agree with it, you may even get angry, but this is nonetheless the wisdom, the experience, the facts and the research. I hear so many people talking about this diet and they have been fed a lot of half-truths that promise so much benefits in the way of losing weight. But what isn't being told is the real important issue we will be discussing today. The truth is, yes, you will lose weight, and quickly at that. The other truth that is being kept silent is that it's unhealthy and will shell-shock your metabolism and can even cause permanent damage. But before we dive deeper, let me just say carbs are not the problem. More on that later. The other ugly truth that the people who are pushing the keto diet to sell their programs to you is that the moment you start eating carbs again, you will gain all that weight back quite quickly and then some. Why? Well, because your metabolism has undergone a traumatic experience and had to change its biochemistry in order to handle the ketogenic diet structure, so the moment it starts taking carbs in again, it doesn't know what to do with it, so it stocks it up and stores it until it can adapt again. This causes you to regain all that weight and makes it harder to keep it off afterwards. Let's face it. This diet is not sustainable. The moment you stop it, which you will, because let's face facts, it sucks eating mostly fat and protein. And on top of that, animal products pollute the body with toxins, and that's the cold hard truth. You'll gain and store all that weight back, and if you proceed long enough on this detrimental ketogenic diet, permanent damage can be caused to your body, to your metabolism. Not to mention the stress you put your body through, which leaks Jing at an accelerated rate. This accelerated rate of fat burning is releasing stored up toxins. Toxins are stored in the fat tissues, and this can be lethal if you have had a really poor diet your whole life and stored a ton of toxins. You could literally poison yourself through detox. Don't stress the organs. They are your source of vitality. Trust me, I've seen my dad do this so many times. He starts his keto or Atkins diet and loses a ton of weight. But it never lasts. He stops because it's just not sustainable. He looks all good and thin, but then quickly gains his weight back quicker than he lost it and then starts looking bloated like a balloon. It takes him several months to get back into his natural rhythms to balance the negative side effects that these trauma tactics cause to one's metabolism in order to lose weight. It takes months for him not to look like such a bloated balloon. Why does this happen? The body needs carbohydrates to function efficiently. It's its main source of energy. When you starve the body of its food source and make it eat your fat, it changes its biochemistry to adapt. We humans are great adapters. But this will ultimately stress and traumatize the body's immune response and metabolism to the point of no return if done for extended periods of time. Now, I know if this is what you've been led to believe is what you need to do to lose weight, and you've heard all the great shit about this keto diet fad, then I'm sure you probably hate me right now for revealing this truth that you don't want to hear. But let's face it, you can't sustain this diet, thus when you stop most likely you'll be like the 90% of people whom gain that weight back and then some, and you'll wonder why you always fail and you will hate yourself. My goal here is to provide you with the tools you need to truly reach your health and fitness goals, and to provide understanding of the principles of why certain things do not work, while also explaining what does work from my personal wisdom and experience. 1. Wellness does not come from the latest diet trends, it comes from a lifestyle change. 2. Nature is smart, it put the medicine in the food. 3. Eat whole plant-based foods, avoid processed and man-made foods, and you will see a natural unfolding of your goals coming to life before you. Where the weight slowly, yes slowly, will naturally and effortlessly burn off at your body's own pace as it detoxifies the stored toxins in your fat tissues, which is also much better for your overall health, vitality and longevity of life, because Jing is the issue here. Quick sudden changes drain your life force, so the slow and steady path yields the best fruit, the fruit that lasts and there for you when you need it most. Please bear in mind that with proper diet 100% plant-based and mostly raw, you don't even need to exercise that much and you'll still burn stores of fat naturally. Having said that, you'll find with proper plants as your medicine food, you'll have so much more energy that you may want to take up exercise not as a chore but out of necessity, as you may find that to sit and do nothing sucks, it's stopping the chi flow from flowing. And you got all this free-flowing energy that you want to cultivate by moving. Herbalist Tree Guy Shaman's Nutritionist Seal of Approval. My shamanic herbalist nutritionist recommendation to diet changes. Go vegan, eat all the fucking carbs you want. Just make sure it's coming not from man-made, refined and processed foods nor from rancid GMO oils, instead make it come from whole plant foods. Humans are frugivores, so eat all the fruits you want. And do not worry about sugar, fruits actually stabilize blood sugar. If you're diabetic, eat fruit. And stop eating meat, carcinogen, and refined foods like pasta and bread, they are what spike blood sugar and insulin. But that's a topic for another day. Fruits are filled with structured water, biophotons, vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, antioxidants, enzymes and so much more that will keep you young and healthy. It's the fountain of youth. Eating mostly raw foods is best because it's full of light energy, biophotons, unadulterated nutrients and enzymes. You will also want to include superfoods to get nutrient-dense, antioxidant-rich, enzyme-rich foods packed into your body with less caloric intake. This creates longevity. Fasting heals the body and internal organs, rejuvenating it from the inside out. By simply eating less and getting more in terms of nutrition, huge amounts of energy and youth-preserving vitality will be yours, burning off excess fat and building dense lean muscle mass naturally. Tonic herbs nurture Jing, Yin, Yang, Qi, blood and Shen, which are the true gatekeepers to ultimate longevity when matched with the recommendations from above.